in terms of the amount of frustration that you as an individual caregiver experience, what is it like managing that?
Mm. You, I think how you approach it makes the world of difference, because there's some parents that, as my mom would say, are ornery, ornery, right? And are so, like, more negative than they have probably ever been in your life, right? It's just when they get older and they feel like, sometimes they feel like they've been left behind, because you gotta do this for me, and you gotta do all this. I can do this for myself, and I don't need nobody to do anything. And they get bitter. They get bitter because they don't have their health, they don't have the use of their limbs the way that they normally would. They don't have the energy that they used to have. And it's a big depressive thing for them if the environment doesn't feed into their existence, right? Because you gotta let them know that they're not a flower pot like that's just sitting here, in the house or whatever. They're a part of everything that you are, and you gotta constantly remind them that, hey, we are here because of you, or you contributed this particular. Remember when you did that? All engaging them, and we talk about this with our spouse.
Okay, but when we get into let's say the honorary person,
yeah,
I'm assuming that there's a level of frustration that the caregiver experiences as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
I think
That part. Go ahead. Go ahead, Peter.
I think one of the things that happens as caretakers is the fact that you need to have a system of support that you as a caretaker can rely on. This is going to enable you to, as much as possible, mitigate and eliminate as much frustration as you possibly can. It's important that you have people that are there with you to support you, to help you do what you do. If you have a family of brothers and sisters, and there's a whole bunch of y'all, get together, have a meeting, have a conversation. Look, mama and daddy, they're getting older now. We all need to come together and do this. Don't leave it on one person. Do not leave it on one person, because that's one way to wear them out and burn them out completely and totally. It's one of the conversations that I had with my spouse, my wife, was the fact that, okay, you can't just continue to do all of this by yourself. You can't. It's physically, humanly impossible.
It's too much.
Because after a while, it becomes too much. It's going to break you down. You need to get the rest of your brothers and sisters involved. Now, granted, mama lives with us. So the
lion's share is going to fall to you guys anyway.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean that you have to do it all by yourself. You shouldn't be taking her to all of her appointments. You shouldn't be paying for all of her prescriptions.
Gotcha.
Some of this burden needs to be shared amongst the family.
And that limits some of the frustration.
Absolutely. Now, if you're by yourself,
now let me say, I am hearing some of that frustration when you're talking now.
Because
I'm gonna say he's right there, right? He's right there in it.
It's real. And the thing of it is, if you're on the outside looking in, and you need to do as much as you possibly can to the caretaker to take care of them, so that they can continue to take care of the person that's in need.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, that person's going to break down. That was my job as a husband. I'm standing on the outside looking in saying that, but I understand what this responsibility is. I understand the significance of your mom, but you cannot do this by yourself. Not raise a daughter and continue to work a job and continue to keep your sanity. You need to welcome, literally coerce the rest of your brothers and sisters into this, so that we can create a system of support to help you help mama. She's not just, and again, for parents that have multiple children, they're not the parent of just one child. They have multiple children.
Gotcha.
So we are getting support from many different places.
Gotcha.
Let me say this to that. Great call out. Basically what you're saying is, hey, siblings, your parents getting older, come together, work out a plan, and we did that for my mom. In terms of, one went to the doctor, and give some relief, right? Even though she stayed with my brother for a while, I would go and take her to the doctor. My wife would take her to the doctor, give her some relief, because everybody's every day is still going on, right? That day-to-day life is still going on. And so when you have these different I don't want to say interruptions, but when you have these elevated responsibilities, that happen just randomly in your life. You know they're getting old, but you don't know when they're going to get sick, right? You don't know when they have to be extra care has been applied. The frustration is there, but then you've also got to realize there's certain people can't be dependent on. Like you can't depend on certain people, right? There's certain people, brothers and sisters that you can't, and sometimes that single complex is set in from even as children. Oh, I know who's going to take care of me when I get older, right? And that connotation is there, and there's resentment that happens in that parent-child relationship, where then as soon as that trial, you're entering into that trial, their elderly age, then those people disengage, right? Sure. Those children disengage, and so you have a lot of that. And so though you solicit help, you can't always depend on help to come.
So it sounds like you're saying from a caregiver's standpoint, you really have to temper your level of expectation in order to kind of mitigate some of your frustration.
Okay. And at some point there is no relief. I mean, just be honest. During the trial and the tribulation, when you're the one taking care of them and you got job and you've got family to balance, sometimes there is no relief. You got to set the boundaries in the process and drive them to as optimal independence as they possibly can, because some parents will take advantage of that.
Hey guys, it's Pastor John here. Please, if you like this video that you just saw, hit that like button for us. Second thing I want to ask you to do is to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out videos once a day at about 5:30 p.m. Hit that bell notification so that you'll know when a new video has been uploaded. And then the final thing to do, share this video, share this information. If you know somebody that has a need that it can be benefited by it, please put it out in circulation so that we can try to help as many people as possible. Thanks, and God bless.